engaging resource. And in this video, I'm going to answer a big question I got when I spoke to Risa, kind of new stagers and designers. One of the hot questions, and I think you can all relate to this, is Audra, how do you juggle client jobs with enough furniture? What is the sweet spot? And that's the challenge, right? Where we're like, what if I get a vacant job and I don't have any furnishings? Here's the thing. The first job you're probably going to get will be for a vacant home. I tell everybody that. So make sure you do the steps. Make sure that you need to do to know what you have inventory wise. And in my training, of course, I walk you through that. Look at the furniture rental companies nearby you for the big pieces, know that that's available, but you make more money when you can do some of the big pieces. But where are you going to store those big pieces? Obviously, you could use a storage facility, you can use your garage. And really, ultimately, my best advice is you're going to build out kind of room by room and home by home, right? Each home, vacant home, is going to need a couch. It's going to need a coffee table. It's going to need a couple chairs. It's going to need lighting. It's going to need all that stuff. Now, in the beginning, it's not hard just to partner with a furniture rental company. It will be more expensive because they are more expensive and you may not get that job, but that is okay if you're not ready to start storing and buying a bunch of inventory. A lot of people say, well, where do you get the money? You're always going to get paid up front for those vacant jobs, folks. If you're not paid up front, that's bad business advice. Your training company should have known better. Anyway, that's a whole other side note. Anyway, so how else do you juggle the furniture? I always say, know that you're not alone. It is a big struggle that every stager has, regardless of size. Even my big time stagers who have warehouse stuff, they're still juggling. When it all comes back and they're like, where am I going to fit it all? Or when it's all out, oh, I don't want to buy anyway. You have to make sure you have the space for it, number one, for whatever you're bringing in. Number two, you got to plan ahead, and it's okay to have duplicatable items. I think it's a great idea to have, if you have a rectangular coffee table that you love, buy a couple of the same ones so that if you have to do a large scale home, you can put both of them right next to each other so it can fill the space. Same thing with sofas, get the large scale and the medium scale, and then you can do 2 love seats. Love seats are sometimes easier because then it fits in a large scale. If you do 2 of them, small scale, just do 1 in an apartment. So there's just some flexibility. I'm not here to tell you what kind of inventory, but you need to have some flexibility. You need to build out room by room, home by home. Don't be afraid to turn down that job if you don't have the furnishings. That's why it's always good to know other stagers nearby that you can partner with and work with. And then also using an inventory system. There are a couple out there, Strange DNA and Stage Force. Both are good. And I'm more familiar with Stage Force because they're my local company, but look into them both. Risa will talk a lot more about inventory systems. So I talk about that in my training as well. And then finally, this is a big one, and I recommend have some pieces available for quick purchasing. Now, this is where I can help you because I have already kind of started building. I'm an Amazon influencer. You can see that's where I'm at right here. I'm in my admin, so it looks a little different than what you would. I'm going to include the link below. These are some of my favorite Amazon products. And obviously it's Amazon, so it's quick ship. So having these things available, oh my gosh, I need a rug tomorrow. Well, here you go. You've got my amazing Amazon pillows and rugs quick shipped. So you just go to that. Yes, I make affiliate fees. Oh, it's good. It's a growing list. There's a lot of stuff here. But they're good. They're tried and true. You can see a lot of them are prime. A lot of them ship quickly. And a lot of them, especially I love my foldable rugs. These you can just fold up. They're not roll, they're fold, so they can actually fit in the backseat of your car. And they're large scale and cheap, and you could get it literally tomorrow. So that's why I have this growing list. So take advantage of it. Same thing with art. One of the things I have, which I think is kind of fun, is my instant Amazon living room. So for those of you who are like, I need an instant living room. Well, there you go. Actually, all of these things that go into this living room, this is in one of our design files boards. Actually, I think it's only like $1,500 worth of stuff. So if you think that you can't furnish a living room because you don't have money, $1,500. I mean, that's what you're going to charge a client. So it's in the beginning. So not that I want you to shop Amazon only. I really don't. But knowing that you have these things available to you for quick inventory picks, start creating that list for yourself. I have other videos that show you how you can become an Amazon kind of affiliate. Not that you don't really make much money. I don't make that much money on this stuff, just little things here and there. This is more for my members and for people. So if you need quick ship, some of my favorites, my staging toolbox, whatnot, it's there for you. So here's some of my Amazon favorites. Here's to Q&A, answer that question on how do you stay on top of that inventory. Hopefully those quick tips helped you, and I will see you in the next video.